Hey friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa, and today we are talking about 10 different ways that you can be more eco-conscious and sustainable in your life. This has been a big trend that I've been seeing with creators, not only on YouTube, but just like in the blog sphere in general. And I wanted to give you some of my best tips because I have started to incorporate a lot of these into my daily life. And I really think that it's important that we all try to make a positive, or as much of a positive impact as we can on our planet. So like I mentioned, I have 10 different tips for you, and I'm really excited to be partnering up with Thrive Market for today's video. I don't know if you guys already know, but Thrive is on a mission to become a zero waste company, which I think is so incredible and is just another reason why I love them so much. As you know, Thrive Market is where I buy a ton of my non-perishable items, and I do have a special offer for you as always. So if you are not already a Thrive customer, you can get 25% off your first order by clicking the link that's in the description box. If you are already a Thrive customer, you actually get daily deals on top of the deals that you're already getting. So make sure to head on over to the Thrive Market homepage and you can see what exclusive offer is being offered today. So like I mentioned, Thrive is part of this kind of trend that I'm seeing in being more zero waste. So I think that's really amazing. They are doing an amazing job with their packaging. In I think my last video, or maybe the video before that I did with them, I showed you what their packaging was like, and they actually are now, I am seeing every single month they're making improvements to the sustainability of their packaging. So this month I got some chocolates in the mail, and chocolates usually come in a cooling bag so that they don't melt in the mail. And what I love is that their insulated packaging right now is from biodegradable denim. And I actually filmed like an unboxing of that so that you could see how cool it was. Everything is recyclable. Everything is as eco-friendly as they possibly can be. And I think it's just another amazing way that they are helping make a positive impact on the planet. So as always, make sure to check out the links that I have for you down below. I'm linking the individual products that I'm mentioning in today's video, and I also have those special offers for you. So make sure to check out the description. And without further ado, let's get started on our tips. So the first tip has to do with being more conscious of your water usage. And these are really common tips. I'm sure you guys already know about them, but it's things like making sure that you're shutting off your sink while you are brushing your teeth, making sure that you are not flushing your toilet a million times a day. If you do have the option to have a low flow toilet or a low flow faucet, install those at home. You can also do things like if you're washing a big thing of dishes, you can have a soapy bowl of water in your sink instead of just running tap water constantly. And that's just a really easy way that you personally can make an impact on the amount of water that you're using. Maybe buying plants for your house that don't require as much water. Again, just super simple, basic things that you can do on an everyday basis that almost make an immediate impact on how much water you're using every single day. Tip number 2 is to bring reusable bags with you to the grocery store. So plastic is one of the biggest waste things, and plastic bags are literally everywhere. So I always make sure that I am bringing reusable totes with me to the grocery store. But one of the things that I actually just discovered that I am so excited about and that I found on Thrive and purchased this month are reusable produce bags. So I obviously buy a ton of produce when I'm at the grocery store, and I usually just don't use plastic bags, but then I leave them in the fridge, my veggies, and they end up going bad more quickly. So I decided to pick up some produce bags from Thrive Market, and they come in a variety of packages. I got this package. It has 3 large produce bags, and basically you can just take them to the store with you, throw them in your tote bag, and then you just fill your produce bags with your produce and then throw them in the fridge. So you're saving on all of those additional plastic bags that are at grocery stores. And these are also great at keeping your produce fresh for longer. So that is like a double whammy because you're reducing your waste. Tip number 3 is to buy recyclable or biodegradable versions of your kitchen staples. So I wasn't really aware of this until I started using Thrive and seeing the brands that they carry, but they have a brand on there that makes recyclable and biodegradable staples. So things like tinfoil, parchment paper, coffee filters, all those things that you might not really think about if you are using them on a daily basis that are using wasteful products or using wasteful practices. So this is recyclable, 100% recycled aluminum foil. And the brand is called If You Care. We also buy their non-bleached parchment paper, we buy their sandwich bags, and we buy their coffee filters. You can find all of these on Thrive Market for way less than you find at the grocery store, and it is such a great brand. And it's, again, a really simple swap, things that you're already using in your daily life, swapping them out with more sustainable items. Along those same lines is to invest in some silicone bags, and those are going to replace your plastic Ziploc bags. The brand that I adore is called Stasher. Again, these are on Thrive Market. They have a ton of cute colors, and they're a sustainable, reusable way to replace all of those potentially really wasteful Ziplocs that you might be using in your home. So I like to use Stasher bags to store things in my freezer. I have frozen bananas in there. I have energy balls in here. I also use my Stasher bags on when I travel. So I take them with me on the airplane. I pack snacks like fruit or trail mix or whatever it is inside of these Stasher bags. And you can also use them to store things in your fridge. So cut up fruit, cut up veggies. They're really portable, really like hardy, and they don't break down, which is amazing. And they're also washable, so you can just rinse them out, and I have like a ton of them. They come in a ton of different sizes, and this is like a great size. It's just the standard sandwich bag, and they sell this one on Thrive for much cheaper than I found on Amazon, and I swear these are become a staple in my life. Tip number 5 is to get a reusable water bottle. I have talked about reusable water bottles before, but I literally carry them with me all the time. Not only to all my workouts, but anytime I'm going out and about in the city, I always have my reusable water bottle with me. I have to say that I bring them with me so often that a lot of times I'm just like shopping around and I leave it. I can't even tell you how many times I've had to replace this water bottle because I've lost it around the city. Not only does carrying a water bottle with me all the time make me drink more water, so I'm staying more hydrated, but I am not investing in those silly plastic water bottles. Plastic water bottles are something that we are really struggling as a world to figure out how we can make it more sustainable. There are so many plastic bottles just like floating around in the ocean, and they are so wasteful. So if you are somebody that is currently buying a lot of plastic bottles, maybe you get the plastic water bottles at work, maybe your family buys cases of plastic water bottles, just ask or even think about investing in a water bottle like this. So getting one that makes your water taste really good, getting one that is either metal, glass, or BPA-free plastic is really important. And this, again, is a really great way for you to stay more hydrated and to reduce your carbon footprint. Tip number 6 has to do with food, and it is all about meal planning. So meal planning is obviously something we've talked about a ton on this channel already, but it also is a way for you to help reduce the waste that you are generating. When you have a set meal plan going into the week, you know exactly how much food you have to buy, and you are much less likely to waste your food. Food waste isn't something that is necessarily impacting like how much trash is being generated, but food waste is something that is really important. So much food goes to waste every single day, not only in our country, but across the world. And so when you have a strict meal plan or you have something set that you know what you're gonna eat for the week, you can go to the grocery store, you're gonna save money because you're buying exactly what you need, and you're also gonna save on that wasteful food. So get your meal plan together, pick up some of those reusable produce bags, head to the store, and you will notice that your grocery bill will be less and your carbon footprint will be lower. To go along with this tip, the 7th tip that I have for you is to compost. Now, I actually will admit that I don't actually compost here in the city. I know that I probably could, but I have composted at home, like at my parents' house, for my entire life. We have a giant compost thing outside. They use it for garden soil, and it's a really great way to, of course, just like put good nutrients back into the earth, and it's less wasteful. So if you have the ability to compost at home, definitely do that. And if you aren't sure, you can check with your city or town. They will definitely have information about composting on their website, I'm sure, or you could call maybe your town office or town manager and see what the deal with composting is. So another option for you as you're thinking about composting to reduce your food waste is to invest in something like this. These are called food huggers, and they're these cute little reusable silicone food savers. And this is a really great way to save things like lemons, avocados. You can put them on cans. And again, it's just a simple way to ensure that you are wasting less food. I'm putting it into this tip just because it kind of goes in with composting, which is talking about food waste. So if you're interested in picking these up, I found these on Thrive Market. They have a ton of options for saving food and using all of these products I've mentioned. So you can get these there too, and they're a really great option. Tip number 8 is really simple, and it is to skip the paper towels and start cleaning your kitchen with dish towels or rags. We go through a lot of paper towels as a society, and if you aren't buying recycled paper towels, you are generating a lot of extra waste. Even if you are buying recycled paper towels, you're still generating that paper waste, and it's kind of unnecessary. So just get some rags. You can use old t-shirts. You could also use beat down, worn out dish towels to use to scrub your counters, to clean up messes around the house. And again, it's just a really great way to reduce your waste. Tip number 9 is to cancel the junk mail. How much junk mail do you get, honestly? We get junk mail every single day, and we have to recycle that. So that is added waste to the environment that just doesn't need to be there. So there are a ton of services that you can find online. I will link some of them for you down below. But when you can get on these no mail mailing lists, get your name removed from the mailing lists, you can really easily not only save how much waste you're generating, but also just save the headache of having a mailbox full of junk every single week. Last but not least, in our 10 ways to be more eco-conscious is to think about how much you're driving. So I am lucky enough to live in a city that has amazing public transportation. Not only the subways, but also the bus system here is really great. And I also just discovered our bike share system in the city. It's called City Bike, and it is amazing. I'm literally biking all over the place. Need to invest in a helmet. So think about where you're driving. If you are going to a shopping center, for example, you can park once and then walk around. If you have the ability to bike somewhere over driving, try to do that. Maybe it's carpooling to work with one of your coworkers who lives in your neighborhood, or maybe it's carpooling the kids to school instead of you all driving individually, carpooling to sports games, carpooling to classes, and then also leveraging your public transportation if you have that available. Of course, not every town or city has public transportation, so I totally get that. But if it is an option, get to know the bus schedule, get to know the train schedule, and see if you can start driving less. Things that you can do if you don't have access to public transportation or biking or walking is you can try to think about scheduling appointments or your errands, trying to schedule those all in the same area. So say your doctor is near your bank, which is near the grocery store, try doing those all in the same day. Instead of going to the doctor one day, going home, going to the bank the next day, going home, going to the grocery store the next day, going home. So it's just reducing the amount of trips that you're having. It's gonna save you time in the long run, and it's also gonna help cut down on the driving that you're doing. And that's pretty much all I have for you today, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any other tips or anything like that for us on how you are more eco-conscious in your own life, please leave them down below. The more the merrier. Any and all suggestions are welcome, so definitely leverage those comments and read everybody else's comments to get some more tips for yourself. As always, I want to thank Thrive Market for joining us in today's video. I really, again, want to commend them for the amazing work that they are doing to be a more sustainable and zero waste company. It's so important, and I just hope that more companies follow suit because it's a really great way to make a huge impact on our planet. So thank you to Thrive Market. If you are not already a Thrive Market member, make sure to tap the link that's in the description box below because that will get you 25% off your first order. You can get all of the amazing products that I've talked about in today's video on Thrive Market for a really, really great price. So highly, highly, highly recommend it. Again, if you are already a Thrive Market member, they have daily deals, so make sure to check out their website because you can see what is on special on top of the deals that you're already getting. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I have linked everything down for you below. I have more stats, more figures, more articles for you to check out. So there is a ton of information and resources in the description box, so make sure to check that out. If you aren't yet part of our community, please tap that red subscribe button right below this video. That will subscribe you. I'm here twice a week, every Tuesday and Friday, with brand new content. So I would love to have you become part of our awesome family here on YouTube. Please give this video a big thumbs up. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!